2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. For Portland, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. We'll be checking out Eric Bledsoe in this one. Bledsoe, undersized, even for a point guard, but despite that, gets to the rim a lot, can attack a defense. How's he do it, Shaq?
Well, Ernie, he's stronger than any other point guard in the league. And he protects the ball with his body as he attacks, like Nick Van Exel used to do.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Good strongest point guard?
I would say so. He gets his body into the defender, and he is a tough guy to move defensively. Yeah, I would say toughest and strongest.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan, also tough and strong. From tip.
What up, D?
What's up, Rook?
You ready for this, man?
Yes, sir. I'm always ready, man.
Oh, me too. Likewise.
Y'all staying over?
Yeah, we staying over.
Okay. Let's grab something to eat after the game.
All right, bet. Where you trying to go?
We can hit a spot called Departure.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? A cool little spot.
All right, that sounds good, man.
Have a good one, young man.
All right, I'll see you after, bro.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
anthem performer Linda Lind, and we're getting ready to go. It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yeah, I'm with you. Disgraceful performance and an issue that might be tricky to fix.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Hello, Kevin. Well, Blazers head coach Terry Stotts is one of the more respected offensive minds in the game. He said, "I like to give our players freedom to read the defense and make plays. I like philosophically that I don't know who's going to get the shot. That's going to cause a problem for the defense. Keep them guessing, Kevin."
And as always, thanks to you, that kind of unpredictability helps in some settings, can cause many natural problems for the D. And in these early stages, Chris, of the season, how quickly do you start to get a sense of where your team stands and how good they can be, or how bad they might be?
I would say that first 20 games is a really good kind of litmus test. Gives you a pretty good gauge to see where your team is. You're going to get to play against teams from both conferences. You have some really good teams and bad teams in that mix. So you kind of see how you play in all situations. Those first 20 games, you establish who you are.
And it's the Hawks to start out. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Collins. Dub is out there with Bledsoe. Then there's Towns. Now here's Bledsoe. He feeds it to Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Here's Simmons. Screen by Nurkic. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Oh, that's just a bad foul there. The refs are going to be all over that
one. Bledsoe against Lillard. Here's Moore. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Drains the three-pointer. Ennis has got his first 3 points of the game.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make. And that really opens things up for the offense.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Back to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammates.
Now here's Towns against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Up top, Simmons. He's guarded by Moore. Here's Lillard. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lillard's got his first points of the night.
Wow. Lillard capitalizing in the paint is a beautiful thing. A fantastic score, especially this close to the rim.
And maybe that'll get them going. They need to find a rhythm.
Well, yeah, it took them a while to get those first points. Maybe this will help their confidence just a little.
Shot by Collins, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. Towns, the pass to Bledsoe. Moore, right side. Over Ennis. No good from Moore.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lillard against Bledsoe. And Lillard kicks to Ennis. 6 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Simmons. Offensive rebound. Moore with the steal. Puts up a three. They get it back. North. It's tipped. There's the triple. No good from Simmons.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Moore with the bucket.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't beat him up on the perimeter.
Towns with the steal. And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Shot on the wing. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. He's coming off an excellent season. 5th in scoring, 13th in three-point field goal percentage, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy pass to the bucket.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Right side Simmons. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Takes the 13-footer. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Moore. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Towns. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You got to give the D credit there. Effectively. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Collins kicks to Moore. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ennis misses.
You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
And Simmons kicks to Lillard. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by Towns. And here's Moore outside. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, we see so many of these players, Chris, in the NBA reach notoriety very early in their careers, sometimes even while they're still in high school. What was it like growing up as a star athlete and all the hype that surrounds it? You were the #1 high school player in the country coming up.
Well, you have to stay focused. You know, I didn't grow up in this era of social media and everything. I can only imagine that pressure now. But really, you have to stay focused. You have to realize that you're just in the middle of your goal. You're not a celebrity or a star yet, no matter how good you are on that level. Everybody in the NBA has been the best player on their team at some point in time. So things are going to even it out. You have to stay focused, stay goal-oriented in school and in sports, and hopefully the best things will happen. And if you're lucky, like I was, you have some real good people around you, whether family or friends.
Yeah, good mentors, right? That's got to be important.
Yeah, you definitely got to have good mentors, whether it's coaches that can encourage you to spend all your time on the court, or whether it's friends and family that encourage you to stay focused and not kind of get caught up with others that may not have a focus or a love or a passion right now. So you just really need good people. It takes a village, and for guys that are feeling so much fame and getting so many accolades at such a young age, it's hard to handle as an adult. Just imagine trying to handle it as a kid. So you definitely need a lot of good people around you in your corner to help you succeed in life.
1 on the clock. That one doesn't drop. Now Portland takes it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Clock at 6. Ennis with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Moore. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Here's Nwaba. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Ennis. 5 to shoot. That's a floater go. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Patton. Schroeder against McCollum. Moore with the steal. Prince in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Hawks lead by 14.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Schroeder kicks to Ennis. They set the pick. And there's the pass to Nwaba. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Nwaba's got his first basket.
Oh, simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
Davis kicks to Moore. Back to Davis. And it's Moore penetrating. It's good.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
That's good from Moore. And so here's Portland. Down by 15. Now Schroeder, the 3. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. Back to the action after this word. now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Well, it's all about the rim protection because it's been fantastic. A big part of helping them build this early lead.
On the court for Atlanta, Brent's out there with Davis. Then there's Anderson. Then there's McCollum. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Schroeder. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Patton the pass to Ennis. Here's Pat, defended by Anderson. 4 on the shot clock. Elbow shot. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick.
Entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Patton. Collins comes in for Nogueira. Simmons checked in for Ennis. And it's Damian Lillard in for Dennis Schroeder. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, Dub in that last game against the Pelicans was all business. He had 58 points and was a force on defense, knocking away shots every second he was on the floor. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
Shot by Collins, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Portland again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Moore with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Moore with the steal. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Hawks working now with a fresh shot clock. Goes back up. No good from Moore. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Simmons dishes to Nurkic. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 6 points for Nurkic. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Moore. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
For Portland, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. To the paint, Towns with the steal. To the inside, stripped away. Bledsoe against Lillard. Passed in Nwaba. Screen by Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
The Hawks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. 2 shots. And the first one at the line is good. A different look now for Portland. Nogueira's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Simmons. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Lillard attacking over Bledsoe. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
He played a very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second. Damian Lillard, the originator of 4-Bar Friday. Last season, he released the letter O, his album. He's some pretty big names.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Schroeder hits them both. Atlanta's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. From deep three-point range, and he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Moore.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Shot from 12. Moore with the block. And it's Town. Whoa!
Wow. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Here's Schroeder, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Schroeder's got 6.
Excellent play call, and a slow reaction by the defense on that play.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bledsoe against Schroeder. Aston Nwaba. Three-pointer, Lillard. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Atlanta with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Wow. That was amazing in the first half behind the arc. Are you trying to set a record for made threes tonight?
You know, if that happens, then I'll be happy. But, you know, I'm just trying to play within the flow of the offense. You know, the team has done a good job of creating space, getting good looks, and I just happen to have the hot hand from the outside. So nothing is possible unless we just keep playing smart on the offensive end.
Well, tonight, smart just may mean getting you to rock. Congrats. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Dub in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
Collins and Nurkic up front together. Damian Lillard out there with Simmons. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy your size who could rip and run, take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that could knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that transition and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. Moore against Collins. Atlanta with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
Oh, no doubt. And when you're hitting a high percentage on the perimeter, everything becomes easier.
Here's Bledsoe, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And Simmons kicks to Nurkic. Here's Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
And here's Moore outside. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Moore's got 42 in the game.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this one.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Collins, a screen on Bledsoe. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Portland may have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Free throw good. Nurkic. Patton, he's checked in for Collins. And both free throws good for Nurkic. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Moore. The shot that time, not on target. Simmons with the defensive effort. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Simmons got 8.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near.
And here's Moore outside. The rebound by Patton. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Ennis kicks to Nurkic. Simmons with it, now guarded by Moore. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Trailblazers.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nogueira comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jonathan Simmons. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the 3-ball is good. 12 points for him.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight grade to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Dub really making a difference here.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting a three tonight.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The fourth spot held by the Hawks. Fifth best, the Trailblazers.
So many second chance opportunities for both of these clubs a season ago, and they really took advantage.
Schroeder against McCollum. Now here's Ennis. He's covered closely. 5 to shoot. The shot's good. Hatton's got his first 2 points of the night. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. McCollum kicks to Moore. From deep. Kept alive by Atlanta. Second chance shot. There's the dish to McCollum. Hawks passing it around. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Moore's got 47 points.
Well, Kevin, it's impossible for the D to impact that type of shots if it's going to be that matchup. He's giving away too many inches.
And the rejection by Towns. McCollum against Schroeder. Back to McCollum. He dishes it to Davis. Towns the screen. Ennis with the ball. Schroeder kicks to Lillard. Off the screen. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. The Trailblazers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Moore. Lillard, the pass to Nogueira. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Chris, as your career progressed, your free throw shooting percentage jumped up about 20 points higher than when you started. That's not the case for a lot of players. Just how hard is it for a big man to improve their free throw shooting throughout their career?
Okay, that's probably one of the things I'm proudest of is that I have the record for going from worst to that best improvement, and I worked out hard. I had a shooting coach, Buzz. We worked out every summer. I would take him everywhere with me, Kev. I mean,
really?
I would take this guy to the club, to church, to a restaurant, he'd have to wait outside the bathroom. Everywhere I went that summer, I wanted him, with me because you have to focus and concentrate on it. You think about it, you have to change not only your mental habits, your repetition, but your thought process. So step 1 is the figuring out that shot. Step 2 is how many repetitions. Step 3 is can you get that in game time atmosphere? And you really can't unless you punish yourself in the summer with running. So if you have to do a suicide every one you miss, or it just was just so much work and intensity on it because you have to build up so much trust because the reason why guys shoot bad free throws, they don't trust it. They shoot a different way every time. And it was fun becoming better at that, but that's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done is get better at shooting free throws because of the concentration and the time allowed it to try to improve.
McCollum outside. They set the pick. Davis sets a screen. And here's Moore outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. To the middle. Here's Mwaba. That shot off the mark. Excellent defense there from Moore. Floats one up. Indeed, Prince drops it in. Prince has got 5 now.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Dishes it to Ennis. Passes it to Patton. To the inside. Here's Mwaba. And Davis sends it back. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Moore's running. It's stolen by Schroeder. Stolen by McCollum. One-on-one here. The rebound by Patton.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Schroeder kicks to Nwaba. There's the screen. Now the pass to Patton. Schroeder against McCollum. And it's Schroeder missing. Atlanta's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And that one, good. And it's 7 points for Prince.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Mwaba. Rebound, Atlanta. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Moore kicks to Prince. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Feeds it to Nogueira. Pass to Patton. 1:09 left in the third quarter. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Here's Davis. Portland grabs the miss. Patton's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And stolen by Prince. And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop it.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
Here's Schroeder. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That's good from Schroeder for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Patton. Collins comes in for Nogueira. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for James Ennis. Schroeder hits them both. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Moore in the corner. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Moore's got 52 points.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
Portland again missing. From downtown, they get it back. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Bledsoe's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's Atlanta with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right?
Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. The Hawks shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Wilkes, covered by Miller. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And folks, those are...
Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Moore outside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And we've seen a few players come into the NBA through different paths. They're playing overseas for a year or spending time in the D-League, now known as the G-League. Chris, do you think that these alternative paths to the NBA will ever be as common as the standard collegiate path to the NBA?
Well, I think it can be, only because there's such an international presence in the game, and that now you're starting to find players all over. And the great thing about the NBA is it doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters what type of skill set that you have. So I can't see it being other paths to the NBA, but the NCAA is always going to be one, in the fact that guys want to play for their state teams, and that's always going to be fun to watch. But thank God for basketball fans and athletes, there's a lot of paths to the NBA, which is the ultimate if you want to play basketball.
Absolutely. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Patton, he's checked in for Nurkic, and Lucas Nogueira subbed in for Collins. The Trailblazers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. They set the screen. Pass to Patton. Over Moore. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Here's the Hawks with the ball. It's deflected. Now here's Schroeder. A floater and the rejection by Towns. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it.
They're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
It's interesting to see the impact of technology on the game, too. I heard LeBron James. A lot of players now review footage on a tablet when they check out their play.
Well, yeah, you know, back in the older days, a lot of us went to the locker room, and you would go in the room and watch it on video. So it's the same type premise. It's just that, you know, technology is better today. I mean, every guy wants to do it. You want to know what you're doing well, what you're doing wrong. You're all a coach on the floor. You're the quarterback, and LeBron especially is the quarterback of his offense. So it doesn't surprise me before that he studied tape. Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Schroeder outside. And it's Ennis at the elbow. Schroeder setting the pick for Ennis. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
And the Hawks making a change here. Prince has checked in. And Towns drops them both. Going back to your playing days, Chris, you were drafted by the Magic but traded on draft day to the Golden State Warriors. If you had suited up for the Magic alongside Shaquille O'Neal, that would have been something.
Oh yeah, I would have tried to. I think I would have been the first Westbrook. That was my goal. If I was playing with Big Shaq, just do your job, and I would have averaged a triple-double easily. I would have averaged a triple-double. When you look at Dennis Scott, that would have been on the corner, Big Shaq up top, and that pick and roll right there. You're gonna have to guard me or him, and I didn't mind throwing it up to a big fella. I love seeing people dunk from alley-oop, so that would have been fun. I would have tried to have Shaq break a backboard every single night. But hey, can't go back in time, man. Terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Moore outside. From deep three-point range. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Here's Schroeder. Chris, you look at the way the game is played now. We have seen some retired players say it is soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is soft when you look to their men's. That's true. But that's the way that the game is today. And so if you're a fan just coming to the game now, or, if this is the game you love, you accept it and you keep moving on. As long as the fans love it, as long as the players are having fun with it. But definitely, compared to the 80s, to the 90s, there's no doubt about it that the game is soft as far as physical play. But at the same time, look what it's produced. It has allowed players to show the beauty of an offensive jump shot, of an offensive move, and also made defenders get that much better because you have to move laterally. You can't use your hands to guard.
Kicks it to Ennis. Back to Schroeder. Here's the screen. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting for Portland, Dennis Schroeder. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder. And he makes both free throws. Chris, bench celebrations can be seen as showing up the other teams. Is there a balance in your mind of how players can celebrate without maybe rubbing it in the other team's face?
I mean, this isn't baseball. If basketball was baseball, if we hit a home run, then we could trot, turn around, spin. We don't, you have respect for your players by how hard you play against them, by preparing for them, by, not playing dirty. But basketball, no. The culture is in the parks. The culture is with guys that play, and the bench should have as much fun. I love watching the benches go crazy. Think of how hard those guys on the bench work all season long and may never get in. What's wrong with being hyped for your teammates? No, I don't think it should be turned. I love it. Actually, I think some of these benches need to turn it up even more. Hopefully, we get a better show on the bench.
David Nwaba is checked in for the Trailblazers.
Find the lane. Find the lane. 1 shot.
.112 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dub.
He was too much for them to deal with tonight. Plain and simple. They tried all sorts of ways to contain him, and nothing worked.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Schroeder outside. Waba passes to Schroeder, and they get it. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Moore outside. Off target with his 3. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Well, that basket must have looked as big as a rain barrel tonight. How did you keep that offensive flow going all game?
You know, honestly, DA, I don't know how all those shots went in. I mean, my teammates, they just kept looking out for me every trip down the floor, and, I just didn't want to let them down, so I just kept shooting. If it weren't for them, I definitely would not have scored as much as I did. So, I love playing with these guys.
Well, I'm sure the feeling's mutual. Congrats on the win, guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.
Touch-ups and then gotta go look tomorrow. But I'll be alright. Yeah. No, it probably won't happen, but if it does, that'd be cool. But I do want to get in that bitch though. That'd be fucking cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy. We get like $100,000 for just playing a video game. I'm good. I think I'm good enough. Yeah. I think I can hang. I think I can hang with the best of them, yeah. I'm in it for the money, shit. I didn't even play 2K till I stopped playing 2K in like when they made 2K16, and then I got back into it when they created this one. I was like, shoot, I like this one a little better. Cause you can walk around and shit. It's not like you just playing basketball. Like, yeah, you get to walk around, buy shit. They got a Foot Locker on this bitch, the NBA store. It's crazy. It's pretty cool. Crazy, right? The video game. Let me show you. Let me show you. You're gonna be like, They got a barber shop, tattoo shop. Yeah, you get the one in the barber shop. They got a tattoo shop. They got more clothing stores, and then they got a place where you can go battle people. Play basketball. Yeah, sort of real. It's pretty badass. Catch my interest. It's like GTA, but with basketball.